Hello, George. I'm delighted to be chatting with you. Myself, and I believe that you know Steve here.
Hey, hello, Terry. Yeah, I do. I do know Steve. Yeah, I mean, I met him a number of times, and we met at Taggy's, didn't we? Where we did the launch
It,
for the book and the Untouchables
it
book by
was,
Jeff Goulding. And he's looking
yeah, it
as
was
well as ever,
Taggy's.
I can see.
Yeah, it was Taggy's when I met you with Carol for that night with Jeff, and George Sefton was there, and Alan Kennedy, and it was a host of people. What a great night that was for the book signing. It was superb.
Yeah,
And then a couple of times, the other times I met you was outside Spittle Surgery. You're going
that's
to the
right.
surgery,
That's
and I'm
right.
coming out because between us we spent a fair bit of time in hospital. But anyway, we're on the fit side now, so we're getting there between us. So,
That's
what's it
good
like
to
in
see you
Bevington?
again.
And you, George, it really is. So you're still in Bevington, aren't you? I moved. I live in Mells now, but you're still in Bevington, aren't you?
Yeah, we've lived in, well, not in Bevington. We're in Bevington now, but we've lived in the Wirral since 1968 when Carol and I came back from South Africa. So we never left the Wirral. It's a lovely place to live, as you know, Steve. It's perfect for Liverpool, perfect for North Wales. Everything's here we need, So we're very happy here.
Excellent stuff. Excellent. Yeah, and it's great to speak to you again, and it's good to see you looking fit as a fiddle and out on the golf course as well these days.
I'm playing golf more. The weather's not too good at the moment for golf, but I'm playing 3 times a week, walking 10,000 steps a day. So the old Shankly spirit has been well injected into me.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Excellent. Yeah. George, can we go back to your early career and then move forward to the publication of The Lost Shankly Boy with Jeff Goulding? Yes. Tell us what brought a young lad from Aberdeen down to Liverpool in the 1960s.
Well, I was playing for Aberdeen Schools, select at Scottish schools, and Bill Shankly had an ambition to get the best young schoolboys from across the country. He'd already got Tommy Smith and Chris Lawler in Liverpool, playing for Liverpool boys. And he went out and got Bobby Graham and Gordon Wallace and myself, and we were invited down for a trial. I mean, it was a bit lucky, or destiny, if you like, from my point of view, because I was already agreed to sign for Aberdeen, my hometown team, which I supported and always loved, Yeah. But, the janitor at our school was a scout for Liverpool. I never knew that. And he persuaded my parents to allow me to come down for a trial. Bear in mind, I was only 15 years of age, so it was a hell of a way to go, 350 odd miles to Liverpool. I knew nothing about Liverpool. They were in the second division at that time. The only thing I knew was that Bill Shankly was the manager. And I only knew that because Dennis Law played for Huddersfield with Bill. And Dennis was a famous Aberdeen schoolboy player that made good and went down south with Shankly and eventually moved up to City and became a legend, obviously. And I admired Dennis. He was my hero. He used to drive around Aberdeen in a red Jaguar, and I wanted to be like Dennis. So that's why I went to Liverpool, not for any other reason. I thought maybe a little holiday. And when I got down there, Shankly, we had a trial for a week, Gordon Wallace, myself, and we played well in 3 games, and Shankly wanted to sign both of us. Gordon signed quite quickly, but I said to Shankly, I said, well, Bill, they didn't call him Bill, Mr. Shankly. Mr. Shankly, I said, I've agreed to sign for Aberdeen for £6 a week as an apprentice. And, my mum and my dad and my family all think if I come all the way down here, I'll be lonely and, I'll miss my friends and all the rest. And anyway, I said, my grandmother doesn't even know where Liverpool is, Mr. Shankly. And he looked at me like I was crazy, You tell your grandmother, son, we're in the second division at Liverpool, but we'll be in the first division next year, I can tell you that. Tell her everybody soon will know where Liverpool is. Everybody will know where Liverpool is. And that hit me like a bullet in the heart, and his voice and his charisma and his presence. And so I decided in my mind, I wanted to come to Liverpool, which was a shock for my parents and my friends and brothers. But in the end, that's what I did. My granddad saw me off at the station, £20 in my pocket, a little brown suitcase, heading for Liverpool. Never saw my granddad again, passed away about a couple of weeks later. So that was very sad. He was my idol because he'd brought me up with my grandmother because my dad was killed in Normandy in the Second World War about 3 months before I was born. So I never knew my father. I had a stepfather who was a wonderful man that married my mum when I was 5. So that's how I came to Liverpool.
Okay, that's brilliant.